we've made that decision, but it's a lifelong decision to love him with everything in our being.
And I guess I just wanted to say, this, when we're talking about love here, and I know when we're outside of the church and, people or whatever think of love as a different way, right? So we're not talking about what we think love is or how society has said what love is, because usually that leads to a physical thing, right? So that's why we're saying, you keep God is always on your mind. He's always, you're thinking about him. You don't see yourself separate from him. That's what kind of love we're talking about, not a physical thing that now they can say whatever, as long as you love each other, you love, but it's talking about,
It's in a
it's a
confine.
carnal thing. So
Yeah.
we're talking about biblical love.
Right. But I made that example of even the
And this is an example.
Exactly. And so when we love God with all of our heart, with all of our, and thinking about our minds. So if we're loving God with all of our mind, we're going to think about him. Our emotions, really looking at all of that, our mind, will, and emotions, his fingerprint is going to be on everything in our lives when we love him. We're going to make decisions. So your will, you have a decision to make every day. So every decision that you make is going to represent Christ when you love him. We have a decision to choose to be kind, and we'll get to that commandment in a second. But when we make a decision that we're loving God, our lives are going to reflect that in everything that we do. And it's not based on what we say, just the word love, but it's an action.